Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my channel, Traveling with Jose. I'm Jose and this video is gonna be about me. So I've been on YouTube for about 4 years now. I think. No. Yeah. 4 years, so almost 4 years now. And I feel like, of course, I've talked about military, I've talked about traveling, but I've never really told you guys anything about me, nothing too personal. Not that I want to get too personal. I don't know if you guys want that, but you know, I thought I would share. Why not? A couple different things, that way you guys know about me, or maybe we have some things in common. Yeah, I wrote all this down. First of all, I can speak Spanish, and that's because both of my parents are Salvadorian. They're from El Salvador. I was born in America. Sí, puedo hablar español. A veces me cuesta porque no hablo todos los días. Solo hablo con mi mamá a veces. Si pueden hablar español también, déjenme un comentario. So, my favorite movie, V for Vendetta. I've watched it, don't know how many times, because I've lost count. And you don't want to watch it with me, okay? Because I recite every single line. Only people that can do the same I ever watched the movie with. So beforehand, before watching the movie, I'll be like, hey, have you ever watched this movie before? And if they say yeah and they love it, I'll be like, okay, let's watch it. But if they don't, I'll be like, hey, you should watch it on your own because it's a great movie. Sports, let's talk about sports. Okay, I used to be fat. That's not on the 20 things about me list, but let's just add that. I used to be kind of chunky, right? I didn't do sports all the way through 8th grade. But then my freshman year, I was like, I want to change all of this. I want to do something different. So actually I started rowing. And I know it's not like the go-to sport, but it's called crew. So there's 8 guys on a boat and you just row it, and you try to row it really fast, you know, to get to the finish line. And there's like a lot of other boats doing that. So that's where I learned about crew. Before high school, I had no idea what crew was or that it was actually a sport. But I did it for 1 year, and other than some of the people in the team, for the most part, I liked the sport. The sport was awesome. And then I found out you can actually do 4 people on a boat, 2 people on a boat, and then you can do it by yourself. I only ever got to do up to 4 people on a boat, but after that year I just didn't do it again. It's actually a pretty expensive sport. After that I did swimming. So I did swimming for 3 years competitively. I also took like summer swim. Was never the best, but was never the worst. Compared to those people that had always done it their whole life, like swam since they were little kids, I was able to catch up. My last 2 years in high school, I was like, I want to do another sport. Do I want to do lacrosse or do I want to do tennis? So after I stayed after school, and I didn't have a lacrosse stick or anything. I didn't have a tennis racket or anything, but I was like, I need a sign from the universe, from the world. Which sport should I do? One of my friends ran into me and was like, hey, what are you doing here after school? And I was like, well, I'm either gonna practice for lacrosse or go practice for tennis. And he's like, I'm on my way to tennis. Do you want to do tennis? And I was like, okay, let's do it. And that's when my love of tennis started. I actually was the last person to make it on the team. Like I told you, I didn't even take a racket, and I was the last person to make the team. And I think it was just because the coach saw the motivation and how hard I went with all the drills that we were doing. I had never picked up a tennis racket in my life. So she was like, okay, I see all the motivation. This is why you're the last person to make the team. And it was only 11 of us. 30 something people tried out. So I kind of felt, you know, kind of good. For food, Indian food. And that's probably because my first job, which is another fact, was an Indian restaurant. So my first job was an Indian restaurant, and I guess that's where my love of Indian food started. So now if you say let's go get Indian food, I'm down, I'm with you, let's go eat Indian food. I actually took French for 4 years, and this is because I had this like fantasy that I was going to get out of high school and move to France, and I don't know, and settle down or something. I really don't know what I had in mind, but I knew I wanted to study French before moving to France. Have I been to France? Yes, one time, and it was actually with the Navy. I went to Marseille. Did those 4 years of French work out, or, you know, help me at all? Yes, let me tell you that right now. If I would have not taken those 4 years of French in school, I would have not been able to walk around the city and enjoy the city as much. I know a lot of my friends had some trouble. Yeah, they had some trouble because of the language barrier. But me, nothing. I could order food, I could get around. Actually, I even helped some really close friends who we were in different groups, but we happened to be at the same supermarket and they needed to use the restroom. I went up to the person and was like, hey, my friends need a key to open the restroom, and he was like, oh, okay. Even though they had already asked the French person, I guess maybe because he didn't care about them, he didn't help them out. But once I talked to him in French, he was like, okay, and my friend could go to the restroom. There's two kind of people in this world: people that like cats and people that like dogs. I happen to be the kind of person that like cats. All right, my first pet was a cat. Okay, maybe a fish, but then it was a cat. Black as my shirt, and I loved it. All right. They don't smell unless they pee on your couch, but that's another story. They can take care of themselves. They want love, they'll come get love. They don't want love right then and there, they'll go away. So I'm a cat person. This is another one, and this is something, of course, that you can't tell because of this camera right here, but it's height and weight. So I am 5'11". For swim, when I was doing swim, I weighed like 150, right? Now, a couple years later, I'm like 170, 75, on a really bad month, 180. So these I actually use a lot of the times if there's nothing to talk about. Would be my little tricks, my little things I can do with my body. So look at my ears. Look at my ears, normal. See, there we go, I'm moving them. Another thing I do is I can give you a thumbs up, literally. Thumbs up, how's it going? And then I'll go like this, put them together. Ooh. That's how I get them. That's how I get them. Maybe you can do the same, let me know. All right, dream car. What is Jose's dream car? His dream car is a Tesla. Doesn't matter if it's a Model S, Model X, Model 3, maybe in a few years when they make a new one. But whenever he has enough money, whenever I have enough money, I'm gonna get a Tesla. Now, comment on whatever you want to say about Teslas, whether it be good or bad, but that's my dream car. Yeah, some people want Bugattis, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, souped up Mercedes or something like that, I don't know. But Tesla. You have a Tesla? Give me a ride someday? California? Let's go. This is actually something that I didn't know about myself until I joined the Navy, and it's that I like to read. I like to read a lot. In high school, of course, I didn't know that because I was off partying, or it was like things that they wanted me to read, in high school. So once I was able to choose what I wanted to read, I just kept on going. And we actually have a library on the ship, so I got free books, and I could literally finish, I think it was like 3 or 4 books a week. So people knew me on the ship as the library because if they wanted a good book, they would just go to me, and they wouldn't go to the library to get a book. They would be like, hey, did you finish reading that book that I saw you holding the other day? Can I read that after you? And I'd be like, yeah, sure, here you go. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of my books back, so. But it's worth it because keep on reading. This right here, open up. You get creative. You'll be able to maybe carry a conversation. Keep reading. Another fact about me. So I have one sister with the same parents. I have 2 half-sisters, and then my dad's wife already had a daughter, so I have a stepsister. So it's just me and all my sisters. One is 23, one is 3, one is 5, and the other one is 13. And when I go out with them, I get asked if I'm the dad, and I'm like, no, I'm the brother. Somebody that I look up to the most, regard on this pedestal, is my dad. Actually, he's been able to care for my sister and I through good times, through bad times. Most recently, well, not recently now, but he actually recovered from an accident where he fractured his spine, and he was handicapped. He recovered now, and he can walk, he can talk, of course. He doesn't have to use a wheelchair or crutches or anything like that. So I'm really proud of him, and he's strong, he's resilient, and I want to be like him. And when I think of a hard time, I just think, you know what, if my dad can do this, through this accident, I can do anything as well. Talking about family and stuff, so as common as my name is, and of course I know you know another Jose in your life, but I hope to be the one that you remember the most. My name is really common, and I always wondered why or whatever, and I can't tell you that, but I can tell you that there is a reason behind my name, and that's because my mom's brother was named Jose, and he actually passed away during the civil war that El Salvador had. So through my name, she's carrying on his memory. But yeah, as common as it is, my name's Jose. Remember me, it's in the name. Literally, traveling with Jose, traveling with me. So when somebody tells you what you want to be when you grow up, what do you tell them? What did you tell them? Guess what I told them? I told them I wanted to be a chef. Yeah, a chef. Cooking, cutting stuff up. Don't know why. Maybe it was because my grandma would always cook and I was always there helping her out. Maybe. But do I want to be a chef now? No. Would I want to open my own food truck and just make people happy with my food? Yes. Is that a chef? It's somewhat around there. I make one dish that's really good, serve it to people, make a little bit of money. There's no satisfaction more than that smile after they put that first spoonful in their mouth. My last fact about me though is that I believe in karma. You do me wrong, I don't have to do anything to you. The world will do you wrong. Okay? Just know that. You leave a bad comment, guess what? I'm not gonna go all caps on you. I'm not going to give you a middle finger emoji. All the bad energy is yours, revolves around you, not me. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got to know about me. I do want to make some more videos, so go ahead and tell me what you would want to see. Thank you for making it this far. I'll see you guys in another video. Until then, take care. Bye.